Our work intersects in different ways with land art, walking works, site-specific art, pictorial art, database art, navigation, global positioning system art, geographic information systems art, and the more recently emerged meme, locative media. The goal of this work is to characterize the landscape through processes involving experience in the landscape, various other modes of data collection, and the processing of such data into interpretive or informational projects. For remote location 1 to 100,000, a map consisting of 36 geo-referenced tiles showing the terrain surrounding the CLUI Remote Location were encased in acrylic resin. The tiles were cracked out of the resin, cutting the map into 36 separate tiles. The map image on each tile representing a 1 kilometer area was scaled to 1 centimeter, creating a 1 to 100,000 scale between map and terrain. Living on site in this remote corner of the barren desert of the Bonneville Basin, Brett used GPS to hike each of 36 points in a 6-kilometer grid surrounding the CLUI Remote Location, hiking approximately 70 kilometers in the process. Upon arrival at each site, the geo-referenced tile was left in the center of the 1 kilometer square it represents, and the tile was photographed to record the local land surface. A soil sample was taken at each site, and the UTM coordinates were recorded on the sample. The samples were returned to the base campsite every day for Paula to process into a 6x6 array of paintings to be displayed in the CLUI Wendover exhibit hall. Also on display at the exhibit hall are the photos of the tiles showing their situation against the local soil in which they were placed, and corresponding digital map of the terrain produced with C5 software, showing at a larger scale the same map images as on the tiles, corresponding to the soil paintings. The exhibit invites visual comparison of the 3 representations of the landscape, revealing connections between the data about the landscape and the landscape as data, and synthesizing these into an informational configuration bound in a very precise way to the original landscape. Remote location 1 to 100,000 is a representation we hope enables informed and productive experience of site, fostering successively improved representations, which in turn enable more informed experience fostering successively improved representations and more experience.